Greetings, programs! My name is Zach Thraves. You might recognize me from such hits as... So focus. What does focus mean? Interesting you should ask me that, Zach. I know, isn't it? Yes. Well, what does focus mean? Well, look at it here. Here's a good point of view to take. So, okay, so you're driving down a lane. Okay, you're driving down this lane, and you want to avoid the trees because you're in a car. You hit a tree with a car. It's the car that comes off worst, isn't it? And you're in said car with said airbag, which is like said balloon, and your said head can go into said balloon when said car hits said tree. See? So the trick is to do this. You don't drive down a country lane focusing on the trees, do you? You don't drive down a motorway focusing on avoiding other cars. You don't walk into your garden focusing on the step out of your house into the garden. No, you look at the path ahead. You look directly ahead. You're on a motorway, you're looking at the cars ahead. You're on a country lane, you're looking at the road. If you focus on the tree, you'll hit the tree. And that is true with all of our things and thoughts and weird things that go on. You focus on what is wrong, you'll attract the things that are wrong. Okay? You focus on not being able to achieve something because this will happen, then hey presto, as if by magic, it happens. It's like, this is the law of focusability, which I just made up. And it's basically, you get what you focus on. So if there's something you want to achieve, then you focus on the end result. You picture it in your head, and you see it going well, and it may not turn out like that because we've got these wonderful imaginations, but it's not real, is it? It's not real, but it could be. It's a potential. It's a multiverse strand. It's a potential reality. So that's where you head for, and then it turns out in the way that you keep an open mind because it might not turn out exactly how you see it because that would be madness, but it will turn out to some way in your favour, and you keep your head on the goal, not on the obstacles. That's what I'm trying to say in a very long-winded way. So my name's Zach Thraves. You might recognize me. You might recognize these knees from such things as your mind's like a TARDIS, right? Your mind's like a TARDIS. I probably said this before already. Your mind's like a TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. Huh? Yeah. Get it? And this is the way I feel about depression. It's like in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, there's this creature, I can't remember his name, and he's got two heads. And I remember in the old BBC TV serial, because the effects, we're talking 1980s here, it was like he had a rubber head here, which sort of looked a bit like him, and then his real head here. But in the book, he is actually an alien with two heads that are real heads. There's not a rubber head and a real head. There's two real heads. And that's how I kind of feel about depression. You see, I have these thoughts, these voices, this other personality. I think we have lots of multiple personalities. We're multi-stranded. We are not stranded. I mean, not on a desert island. We're multi-stranded, as in strands of thoughts, trains of thoughts, and different ideals and different things. We're different people in different situations, and I think that's a good thing. I don't think we should feel guilty about that. Like you feel guilty thinking that I'm a McDonald's muncher, but actually it's fine to have a McDonald's every now and again. It's about balance, isn't it? Finding balance within yourself is the same as finding balance in your diet. Same as finding balance when you've got two bottles of wine and one of them is a bit heavier than the other. So you have to drink some of the other one in order to make them equal. But then you might get it wrong, so you have to drink some more of the other. And anyway, it becomes very messy when you do that. So that's my take